What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your man, Phil Williams, for the Phil Williams Show. Yes, united for freedom. Yes, I am united for freedom. And going to be an interesting post today. You know me. I am always going to share with you straight up. Man, let me just do this. Let me do this. First of all, love y'all. Miss you guys. It's been what? I don't know. It's been a second. It's only been less than 24 hours. But anyway, here's where I want to go with this today. I got a question. Do you understand where this country is? Do you understand it? Are you trying to understand it from a true conservative's perspective? We are in the worst trouble I can imagine. The only time we can ever understand what kind of trouble we are in is if we go back into the history books from which none of us were living. None of us were living the last time we were in this much trouble. The threat of our republic is coming to the threat is real, and our republic is coming to an end. Do you understand what position this country is in? Do you understand where your freedom is? Do you understand where the freedom of your children's children is? Do you understand it? In my opinion, I don't think a lot of people really understand where we're at. Don't understand it at all. We are in a fight for our survival. We are in a battle that the only place we can go back to is the Revolutionary War, where there was a very small percentage of our country standing up to fight off people coming to enslave us, fighting off the British. This is, in my opinion, where we're at right now. Do you truly understand what it's going to take to have this country not come to an end? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Why? Because people are calling for unity. We are not in a position to call for unity back. We're not there. This is not time for kumbaya, can we all get along? It's not that time. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's go back into a little more recent history. Do you remember the guy Rodney King? You remember Rodney King? Rodney King, if you don't know, was the black gentleman that was getting the brakes beat off of him. He was being beat by 9 people uncontrollably. And it was caught on videotape. He was being beaten to every inch of his life. The struggle you seen on the ground was not him resisting arrest. It was his struggle to survive. And it was just something inside of him that would not let him just lay down. But the people that were beating him felt they were totally justified. And if it wasn't for that videotape, if it was not for the videotape evidence of his beating, they might even got away with it. It would have been their word authority against his. He was getting beaten. And everybody, white, black, brown, yellow, indifferent, everybody was coming to this man's defense because what they were seeing was just ridiculous. He was being beaten. Do you remember when Rodney King, with his face all busted up, looked in that camera and said, "Can't we all just get along?" How did you feel when you seen that? I'm going to be honest with you. I laughed. The world laughed. They became the butt of jokes all over the world. This man that was just getting the brakes beat off of him, sitting there saying, can't we all just get along? That man should not have done that. The people on the videotape beating that man should have been made to come to bear to apologize to him. And then whatever consequences and repercussions that was coming on them, they should have been the ones saying, I apologize, I'm sorry. Can't we all get along? Not Rodney King. Why does this relate to where we're at? 2016, America, its Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and everything was got the brakes beat off of it. Everything about conservatism was getting beaten like Rodney King. It was getting wailed on. Democrats, liberals, progressives, communism, everything was beating the brakes off of America and what we stand for. Because of our resiliency, we couldn't stay down. We were getting up. Some people will say we was resisting. But no, we were trying to stand as the American patriots, and the Constitution requires of us for us to have our freedom. We were watching the freedom beaten off of us. The brakes were being beat off of us. Conservatism was at risk of every inch of its life over 2016. We were watching true conservatives getting kicked in the teeth by people we thought were conservatives. America was going down for the count. We sat and watched our delegates, the thing that our founding escaped slaves put in position so that we can fight against this. We were watching their brakes get beat off of them too. We were watching this, people. We were experiencing this. Our delegates being shoved into bathrooms and being threatened right on national TV by the person and the group of people that has now become the president of this United States, representing the constitutional side of keeping our freedom. Not only were we getting beat, every day we got to turn on the TV and watch the one who has been facilitating our beatdown over the last 30, 40 years beat us up in our face. And for you people that are calling for unity from a true conservative, you are asking me, the one that got my brakes beat off of me, like Rodney King. We was Rodney King in 2016. And you're asking us to get on the camera and say, can we all get along? That's not for us to do. In my opinion, that's not what true conservatives should be doing. We should not be asking for people to get along. We should understand how we got here. Getting along is how we got here. Compromising with liberals is how we got here. Giving the Democrats what they want while we know the other side of the aisle is trying to destroy this Constitution. We know it. We should not be getting along with the other side that wants our demise. This call for unity is premature, especially in social media. Why? Because the ones you're calling for unity with, you do not know that they are with you. You don't know if they're true Christians. You don't know if they're true conservatives. They're people that's crying foul or crying ouch because we're fighting back. The ones that are saying we need to unify and come together, we're not in position to come together yet. There's a purging that needs to happen. There is something that needs to be drawn to the surface. Sellouts is why we're here. People that say they are something that they are. And social media does not welcome that to be known. People can hide behind thumbnails and groups and everything asking us to unify, and conservatism will be screwed in the end, just like what we experienced in 2016. We true conservatives are the Rodney Kings. We should not be asking to all get along. We need to find out who is that small group of people that's going to repeat history like the Revolutionary War and fight for this country. This is not time for kumbaya. We got to make the enemy surrender first. And social media does not let you know who the enemy truly is. No, I'm not calling for unity right now. I'm asking who's the people that's ready to fight, because we got a war on our hands. And what did they say? Don't shoot till you see the whites of their eyes. Well, you can't see anybody's eyes. That's why I post videos. You can see me. And the only people that's trying to shoot me don't want accountability. They want to hide. We have to purge them out. We have a country to save. Our children's futures, it requires this. It's not me trying to be angry and mad at everybody. I'm just saying it's not time to unite. You don't know who you're uniting with. For you Christians that need some understanding, Jesus went into the church and flipped the tables to eradicate the demon inside of the temple. It's flipping table time. He didn't come in there and try to make nice when he was seeing the church being violated. Us as Christians, we have to stand and flip the tables in the body of Christ. Because America has been compromised. Everything of America has been compromised. Our Constitution has been compromised. Our Supreme Court has been compromised. Our three branches of government has been compromised. And right now, unity is not going to purge out the compromising element. We got to get the virus out. Else we're not going to have a country anymore, people. So the unity I'm calling for is for people that's ready to fight and withstand the enemy, especially when they show who they are. And unify around that, because we got an army to build and we got a country to save. This is our revolutionary war. And the unity I'm hearing people call for is compromising with the enemy. Social media does not allow us to know who is true patriots to call for unity with. Those people are just like liberals, spitting in our face, laughing at us. Because we're not Rodney King. We're not Rodney Kinging trying to get up. We're creating a different kind of Rodney King. We're just trying to stay down. I'm not going to be, can we all just get along? No, we can't. Because I don't know who you are. And right now we need soldiers. We need patriots. We need people that can withstand the blow of the enemy. Stand strong.